Hey, it's Gail here from Franmar.com, and I'm here to show you how to easily take off old paint and urethane coatings for any DIY project. When you're restoring old furniture like this desk, one of the first and most time-consuming steps is removing the old paint. This process can be a nightmare if you have the wrong tools, but this video will show you how using the right tools can easily take off multiple paint coatings with one go. So let's get started. For this project, we're using Blue Bear Safenol Paint Urethane Stripper, one of the newer products made by Franmar. Safenol has a safer formula than most common paint strippers, containing no harsh chemicals while still being very effective. It's also safe to use in any room of your house or apartment if you don't have a garage. For a project like this, you'll need a bottle of Safenol, a drop cloth or plastic to protect your workspace, a paintbrush for application, a basic putty knife or scraper, plus Blue Bear Emerge and paper towels or a cloth for cleanup. Today we'll be taking the paint off this old white desk for later sanding and refinishing. Now that we have our materials ready, we'll start off by testing a small inconspicuous area to get a better sense of how the old paint and coatings react to the formula. This way we'll have a better estimate on how much to use and how long to leave it on for. After testing it, it looks like we'll only need to wait about an hour for the Safenol to work through the paint. Now that we're finished with our test, we can start applying a thick coating of Safenol over the whole surface. This can be done by pouring the Safenol into a small container or applying the gel directly onto the desk and then using a paintbrush to spread it out. Think of it like you're painting the surface or spreading icing on a cake. Once the surface of the desk is covered in a thick layer, we've come to the easiest step in the process, which is to just wait and let the Safenol sit. Your wait time will vary depending on the size of your project and how many layers of paint there are, so just check back periodically to see if the paint has buckled and bubbled up. After a while, you can see that the paint has softened and bubbled up and looks almost like alligator skin, which means it's now time to remove it. We're using a plastic scraper for removal, which, if available, could help not scratch the surface, but the paint should now be softened enough that you could remove it with virtually anything without much pressure. The key in this step is to go slowly in order to scrape off the most paint possible, but if some paint isn't coming off yet, just let the Safenol sit for a little while longer. So now that you've seen how to strip the paint off, let's go ahead and fast forward to our finished desk. Now that we're done with the removal process, we're almost completely finished. The last step is to just clean up any excess Safenol and other unwanted particles from the surface, which we'll do by using Blue Bear Emerge Cleaner and Degreaser, another eco-friendly Blue Bear product. We'll give the surface a few sprays like any other cleaner, wipe it down and let it dry, and the desk is now ready for the next step in the refinishing process. So here's the desk after a light sanding and a new finish, and you can see the original wood that the ugly paint job was hiding. We were able to easily achieve this today with the help of Blue Bear Safenol Paint Urethane Stripper without putting anyone's health or the environment in harm's way. If you have any questions, go to Franmar.com for more information on Safenol and the many other eco-friendly Blue Bear products. You can also find our contact information here if you'd like to speak to one of our customer service reps. Thank you, and we'll see you right here for more how-to projects using Blue Bear products.